Hello, beautiful souls. So, what I kept hearing was someone is trying desperately to manifest you to contact them. So, I'm just going to right out of the gate in this reading let you know how you can know this is for you so that you can click off if that doesn't feel like it's connecting for you, because I really feel I'm tapping into a very specific group of people. So, how you can know this reading is for you is if there is a person that you've been really disconnected from in the physical world, probably no contact with for a period of time. For some reason, I'm seeing the number 6, could be 6 months, 6 years, 6 weeks. This also could be the month of June, which came out in a previous reading, or the 6th day of a month could be someone's birthday. But what I'm picking up here, I just also heard this could be life path 6 for some of you. So keep that in mind as well. That just came through. I'm getting something about the season of fall or autumn being significant to your connection. Maybe this is when you met. I'm just seeing fall leaves for some reason. But this also could symbolically mean that there was some kind of season change metaphorically in this connection. So I'm hearing like a death and rebirth metaphorically. So just like the leaves will wither in the fall and then winter occurs and then in spring everything blossoms again, I feel like there's been seasonal shifts in this connection. And I'm hearing just like the seasons inevitably have to shift in terms of Mother Nature. I'm getting that in this connection, some kind of shift truly felt inevitable. And actually, it was inevitable. I'm hearing winter was necessary or is necessary because I'm getting that for many of you listening, symbolically speaking, this connection is in some kind of winter where it looks like no activity is really taking place. It looks like everything is buried within, I'm hearing within the self, but of course, in terms of this winter metaphor, things are buried beneath the surface, covered in this like layer of snow, which symbolically could be some level of coldness between the two of you. I'm hearing the days feel so short and the nights feel so long, but I feel like I'm channeling that from this person. Like they themselves are really in a personal winter as well, where they feel like things are really dark and dismal right now in their life. I'm getting something about finances. So although you may not know what's going on, in fact, you probably wouldn't know in a concrete way that this is happening, but I do feel something happening in regards to their work or their finances where they're feeling a lot of stress in this area of their life. Or I'm hearing wondering if they need to make a change, but overwhelmed when it comes to what that change might be. Now, if this isn't directly related to finances, this could just be within themselves. Like they have this sense something's got to give. I'm hearing that phrase. Maybe that's significant to someone, but there's this feeling of something has to change here. Because I'm hearing my life isn't going to change unless I do. And I feel like that's the realization this person has been having. Now, I know I said I was going to let you know how to know if this reading was for you, but a lot of what we're channeling, of course, you may not know about in a concrete way if you're out of contact with this person, which you most likely are. So I'm hearing it's not over though. Just like spring comes after winter, this connection is in a winter, but this isn't over. And I'm getting that you both actually sense what's buried beneath the surface isn't dead, it's dormant. It's still alive. It's just buried beneath this layer of snow and ice. I'm getting chills all over. Maybe it's because we're talking about winter, but I also feel there is some kind of powerful spiritual energy coming through here. I'm hearing they feel almost crazy for feeling this. But it's almost like lately they've been indulging in it. They've been leaning into it. They've been letting themselves just immerse in these escapist daydreams and thoughts and fantasies about you and about this connection. And I'm hearing about what could have been, but then I hear this like voice coming in and saying, and what could still be. So it's almost like this person is reminiscing daydreaming, fantasizing about what could have been between the two of you. I'm seeing something about a holiday like Thanksgiving or Christmas. Maybe that time was significant. I'm seeing someone cutting down a pine tree. I'm seeing something about pine trees in general. Maybe there's actually some kind of symbolism there. Let's look that up because I feel like that might be important. Just give me 1 second here. Okay. Eternal life, endurance, resilience, stay strong through life's challenges, a connection between heaven and earth. I also keep thinking about how pine trees actually really seem to continue thriving and maintaining their state, their typical state through winter. Purification and healing, clearing negative energy, promoting healing. Yeah, I feel like that's what's happening during this metaphorical winter that this person is going through. There's a purification taking place within them. And I'm hearing for some of them, this is very literal. I'm talking like they may actually be detoxing from certain habits, certain substances, certain people, certain negative things in their life. I'm just hearing the word no. It's like they're putting up a boundary to these toxic things or people or substances in their life and saying, I am done with this. I'm making a positive change for myself. I am allowing this purification to happen. But the thing about this purification happening in their energy is it's naturally guiding them back to you internally. That's why all these daydreams, all these thoughts, these fantasies are surfacing about you, because I'm hearing you are there at the core of them. Wow, there is a deep spiritual connection here between the two of you. That is why when this person starts peeling back all of those layers of toxicity, of distraction, of superficiality, they find you at the bottom of that. And I'm hearing you're sensing that as well. You are feeling through the quantum field, this person digging deeper into themselves and connecting more with, I know this sounds so strange, but I know you'll get this if this reading is for you. It's like you are there energetically with them, spiritually at the core of who they are, and they're digging deeper to that frequency, and you're feeling them coming closer to you energetically in that sense as they go through this purification process. But you know that that process has to continue. You know that they have to keep going. So what I'm getting and what it's interesting, I actually got the title of this video before I even started recording, so I will read that to you now because I feel it's relevant. If you keep resisting this person's attempts to manifest you, look what happens next. Because if this reading is for you, you've sensed this person peeling back the layers, going deeper within themselves, detoxing, whether that's literal or metaphoric. And you've sensed that this is moving them closer to you energetically and spiritually, but you also know that they have to keep going. And so I feel that they've been desperately trying to manifest a sign. I'm hearing like a concrete sign that they're not going crazy for how they've begun to think of you so heavily, how they've begun to wonder about you, I'm hearing to see you in their dreams or their daydreams. They almost feel like they're losing their mind here. But it's like they're trying to manifest you to reach out to them so they can tell themselves, okay, that's what I was picking up on. I was sensing that they're thinking about me too. And it's like they're thinking that if they can manifest some kind of contact from you in this no contact period, my voice kind of broke there for a second, but this can sometimes represent this person almost trying to symbolically clear their throat to say something to you. So we will get into that. But they're trying to desperately manifest you to be the one to contact them first. And you've been sensing them like getting closer to you energetically, but you've been resisting this urge to reach out to them. Now, I'm getting the deeper they go in this journey, the stronger that signal becomes, the closer the two of you become in this kind of quantum spiritual sense, and the more difficult it is for you to resist the urge to contact them. Most likely, this has been intensifying for you, and I'm guessing that you sought out this video or it connected for you because You are trying to understand why now. Why has this person been coming up in your thoughts so strongly now? And are you supposed to do something about it? Or how is this going to progress? It's almost like you intuitively know that you should not respond to this person's attempts to manifest you because, well, we'll get into this, but as you resist their attempts to manifest contact from you, it actually pushes them deeper and deeper on this spiritual journey that is allowing this purification to take place, which is a necessary season for them, going back to that seasons comparison. And you have an awareness that this process isn't complete yet, which is why your intuition has been telling you, wait. And you know that it's been telling you to wait, which is probably also why this title stood out to you, because you've been hesitating to contact them, even though intuitively you've been sensing them sending out this signal. And because of that, they've been occurring in your mind really heavily. But I feel like this person is going through some kind of necessary part of their journey, and that this purification, this detox they're going to experience or already have been experiencing would slow down, because if you were to contact them, it's almost like they could make some logical sense of what they're feeling for you or thinking about you. They could almost like project it onto you and pause this journey or slow it down tremendously, because this journey requires them to throw off all logic. And a love that they feel for you beyond their sense of logic is actually what's pulling them through this journey. I hope that makes sense. I know this is really difficult to describe in words. This is one of those connections that is just, so much is happening right now in the quantum realm and so little is happening in the physical realm. So if that sounds like your connection, then this reading is definitely for you in some way, or there's some message here for you. So with Broken Heart in the reverse position, I just realized we hadn't even pulled a card yet, but I'm getting that this person is healing their heart, and with the throat chakra reversed and happy family reversed, and then journey. Wow, okay. I'm hearing, as soon as I'm free, I'm coming to you. As soon as this person is free of this season of winter, which naturally, by the way, will come to a conclusion, they will shift into spring. There will be something visible that they show on the surface here. That seasonal shift will occur. But the thing is, right now, they are healing their heart. They're purifying their heart in a really deep way. And that is why with throat chakra reverse, there's been a delay in communication or just silence between the two of you, because that silence is necessary for them so that they have, I know it sounds strange, but it's like, so they have absolutely no logical backing for why they're thinking of you so heavily, because the two of you aren't communicating. And so there's no logic here, which is forcing them to explore what is illogical and yet beyond all reason is true for them in their heart. This is connecting them with their heart's truth, even if it doesn't make sense in the logical realm. With happy family reversed, this is also ultimately leading them to disconnect fully from some kind of timeline they've been on that may have met superficial conditions that they had preset logically. Again, going back to that logical basis for things, I feel like they are in a situation or a relationship or a life or a timeline or an environment that checked all their boxes logically, but left them feeling empty. And now that they're reconnecting with their heart's truth, there's going to be a total disconnect from something in their life. I'm hearing this has already been shaken up, and that's part of why you've been feeling them so strongly, because they so desperately want to have a conversation with you about how things have been changing so dramatically in their life, how things have been shaking up, because I'm getting that I'm hearing trouble in paradise. Like there's a situation that superficially on the surface looked harmonious, but the sense I keep getting is something fake. Almost like a prop city, like a fake city, except it's this person's life. Like, yes, it looks beautiful, or it looks right on the surface, but nothing is real. Nothing is deep. Nothing is authentic or tangible or reaching them on a deeper level in a meaningful way. And that's what they're beginning to realize. They're beginning to question the superficiality of the life that they're living in that looked great on the surface, but has no depth to it emotionally. And just questioning this life is beginning to create trouble in paradise, so to speak. It never really was paradise. It was a superficial distraction from their heart's truth that they were tolerating for a time in almost this sedated way. Like, they almost had to emotionally sedate themselves. Now, maybe that was literal for some of them. Maybe they were using substances to dull their feelings or to sedate themselves emotionally in some way. That might be part of the detox that's taking place here in a literal sense for some of them. But what I'm getting is things are shaking up in this superficial reality, and they're connecting more and more with what's real within them. And ultimately, this is going to lead to a total disconnect in that superficially based situation, connection, again, whatever this is for them. And that's what has to happen for them to be free. And again, I hear that message. As soon as I'm free, I'm on my way to you with the journey card. It's like they're going to then bridge this physical disconnect between the two of you. They're going to take that journey. But with the number 222 coming out here, it has to happen in this energetic alignment, meaning once they've aligned the energy by disconnecting from that superficial relationship connection, whatever it was, and once that purification, that detoxing has fully completed itself within them, and they're fully locked into their heart's truth, which again, I see them getting closer and closer, which is why you most likely manifested this video on your feed as this sign of confirmation that you could get outside of contacting this person directly right now, because intuitively you've known that it isn't the time to reach out to them directly, to respond to their, again, attempts desperately to manifest you. But please understand, this person's attempts to manifest you are going to get more and more intense until they finally break free and come towards you. And that kind of energetic tension is only going to continue to build until they do, I'm hearing, break the ice, which is funny because we were comparing this current season of your connection to winter with a layer of snow and ice covering the ground, covering what's buried beneath the surface of the earth. So I want to know, when this person does contact you or reach out, what will they communicate? And we have contract reversed. So in either spoken or unspoken ways, this person will communicate to you. They will let you know in some way that they are free of the heaviness of their past, that they are free of some kind of binding contract, agreement, something from their past that was weighing them down in a way that may have created the disconnect between you to begin with, or somehow would have prevented the two of you from moving forward together. What else do they want to communicate to you? I'm hearing a new and improved version of themselves that is more confident and stable. Maybe when you connected with this person, they were really struggling with instability or insecurity. And I feel this is part of that detoxing that's taken place, because what's actually continued to perpetuate those feelings of insecurity or instability in large part have been people or things around them or in their life or in their routines that were actually toxic for them, because they were keeping them disconnected from their true self, which is now breaking through and shining through. So they'll want you to know, again, in spoken or unspoken ways, how they've become this more confident, stable version of themselves, and how they've deeply been missing your light and your energy. With the goddess of the moon in the reverse position, I'm hearing, I've never met anyone like you. You are one of a kind. That's what I'm getting from this person. So I'm going to go ahead and close the reading here, but if this is connecting, I really recommend using my quantum connection subliminal if you would like to deepen your connection with this person in the quantum realm. This is one of the more recent subliminals I've created, and it's so incredibly powerful because it works by actually energetically connecting you and this person closer, which in this case is at the same time pulling them through this kind of detoxification, clearing process that they're going through in their own life. So this can be used to manifest faster contact, communication, physical interaction with a specific person, like the person coming up in the reading, but also a byproduct of this subliminal that I've noticed personally using it is you will begin to attract people, things, and opportunities that are so in alignment for you. You will notice those things starting to show up in the most beautiful, effortless, synchronistic ways. So this subliminal comes from my app, Sound and Soulful, which if you already have the app, you can find it simply by using the search feature in the app. You can add it to your personal playlists. If you don't yet have the app, then you can sign up for a free trial account by clicking the download link that I'll be leaving in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. And again, the name of this subliminal in the app is Quantum Connection. Otherwise, I hope you have an amazing remainder of your day. If this message did connect, I would love to hear from you in the comments section if you feel guided to leave a comment. And of course, you can subscribe to the channel if you want to keep following this thread of energy. And I really believe we're going to be channeling more into this specific person's energy in the future. So subscribe if you do want to be notified on future videos that I may do on this kind of particular energy thread. So I am going to leave the reading here. I am so grateful to be connecting with all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your light and for co-creating this beautiful virtual space with me here on YouTube. And I will connect with you here again in the next video.